Hello.
I love our music.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Collector Fusion. We've got GeekFusionTV. JB from Plug Your Channel.
JBTM reviews.
No, his
There
name,
you
his name is Plug Your Channel. That's the channel name.
Geek plug.
Wait, I don't hear any background music. Where's our background music?
No background music.
Okay. I mean, I've got it. I've got the porn background music. I don't know.
Well, I got it going too. Vulcan Rebels here. Name of Hail. And welcome. And I did get some more stuff than what I want to show tonight, but I have company coming to drive me for do my carpal tunnel surgery Monday, and I boxed it up and put it over there in a big style of boxes, and it's on the bottom, but I'm not going to go get it.
A likely story. Yeah, I got a bunch of cool stuff this week too, but it's all box stuff. I can't show it off.
Yeah. It's from the Pulse sale they had. Like I got those Hydra Shield female agents 2-packs. I got 2 of those. I got the Crimson Guard 3-pack. I got something else. I can't remember what it was.
I didn't get anything on that sale. I didn't even go to their website. Probably should have, but I didn't. I've been obsessed for the last week with my Millennium Falcon. So
I know you worked on every stream.
Dude, it took me. I think I spent 6 days on it. Like every spare minute for 6 days. Like if I was not doing it, well, even if I was doing a stream, but if I wasn't working or eating or sleeping, I was messing with that damn thing. So,
I remember the second thing. The other thing I got, I couldn't remember the other Squadron Supreme 2-pack, the Nighthawk and the Blur.
Yeah. So
I can actually finish up that team. Because I wasn't going to pay for like the full price for it, and they got it for $27.91. Okay, I'll do that. Music a little loud.
By the way, those sales you sent me yesterday?
Yes.
Yesterday. The stuff at Kids Warehouse?
Those Death Troopers for $10?
Dude, well, they got like 8 pages of Star Wars Black Series on sale.
Yes.
I was flipping through. I was like, what the hell? Like, it's a ton of stuff. Dude, they have Black Chrysanthemum. I know that's not his name. That's what I like to call him. For $6.99.
I know. It was the first release.
$32.99 at Walmart.
Yep.
I was like, what the hell?
And
anyway, it was great. It was great.
Those 3-packs of the Crimson Guard 3-packs, that was $47.91 for Baroness, Tomax, and Zaymont in the red Crimson Guard outfits. It beats $90 what the original price was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, look. I watched that new show because I don't
sorry.
Disney Plus, so it doesn't matter to me, right? I'm not paying for it.
You have to burn your retinas and hurt your brain.
Okay, first 2 episodes dropped. We'll talk about that extensively tomorrow. But first 2 episodes dropped, and they were just boring as hell. It was some of the most boring television I've ever watched in my life.
And that's Star Wars.
And that's Star Wars. It is just so uninteresting. No characters are interesting whatsoever. And apparently it hasn't even gotten into the woke stuff yet, which, because I was watching Chris Gore. I assume most people know who Chris Gore is. And he had gotten the entire series and did a podcast where he was talking about it without spoilers, but he got the entire series as a reviewer, and he's watched the whole thing. He says that episode 3, it gets into all kinds of like pronouns in space and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, there's fire in space.
Yeah, but the first 2 episodes are just so boring. Like, that's the worst thing you can say. Like, if it was at least interesting, but had like political crap in it that nobody wants, at least you could be like, okay, well, good special effects, good fight scenes, some interesting storyline or something. But there's nothing to the show. It is just a boring. It's like it's a police procedural in the first 2 episodes, like a boring one, like one of the ones on CBS that they play at the old folks' home that nobody really watches. It's Star Wars. It was like a Star Wars police brief. It was awful. It was awful. So, yeah, That being said, Star Wars is dead because we are getting another season of Andor, which I don't know about y'all, but I love the first season of Andor. So I'm very much looking forward to season 2. But that's, I mean, I don't know what else there is to look forward to Star Wars wise, because the Acolyte's just boring as hell. Just ugh. So
why does Aku want a full screen of Quinn?
You want to see your nuns in the background?
My what?
Your
nuns.
My nuns?
Your nun statues behind you, off to your right.
Oh,
Nuns.
Your other right.
Yeah, the nuns.
there you go. Look at that.
Can't see, it's too glossy. There we go.
Better picture of her.
Nice.
You know, ironically, I dated a girl that looks like this. She didn't give me none. Get it?
But
All right, so what do we got for
there's a movie, isn't it? Like a horror movie thing.
The Nun? Yeah, they're actually pretty good movies. I like them. I like all that the James Wan Conjuring universe stuff. There's a couple of them. Like there was a Annabelle prequel that was kind of boring. And there's a couple of them that aren't great, but most of them, like I love the Conjuring movies, and I like the Nun spinoffs, and they're good. I think those are some of the nowadays horror is so oversaturated, and 99% of it is crap. That when you have like a rare franchise like the Conjuring, it stands out. So I like that. I like that franchise.
Well, I did go on eBay and pay the late fee for getting this one on sale.
Oh, Extendar.
And I don't get the scalpers buying this sucker up because I got this for only like a few dollars more than retail.
Oh,
nobody's going because it's not a very like exciting character. It's Extendar.
Yeah.
So but the scalpers all them up, they flip them on eBay and they're not selling.
The stuff that I have seen with Origins is insane. As far as like, there are just some characters that are characters, and keep in mind, I was not the biggest Motu fan as a kid, but I do know Motu. I mean, I was a kid in the 80s. I know Motu just like anybody else would. Some of the most random characters like Webstar and some others that like, just for some reason, they're just ridiculous prices on the secondary market for again, seemingly no reason. Like
I have to say too, though, I love this packaging. The card, but it's all plastic here, and it's got it slides out.
Oh, like the Legions figures, the Mythic Legions. Yeah, that's the nicest thing I can say about Mythic Legions is they have great packaging.
So they're very collector. It's very collector friendly packaging. So you can just take stuff out, put back in. You're not tearing your cards up. Now the first Mattel Creations figures didn't have this. They were just like the retail figures, and you'd have to destroy the bubble and whatnot to get them off. Tear them off the card, but I like this. And he's not a tiny figure like the Rock Lord color, Rocklon.
Oh my god!
I heard that Ramon's going to like redo that figure for people.
Nice.
Because they're getting into everything that they're making.
Yeah. It's the only thing I've acquired and or worked on this week. I'm going to show you the Millennium Falcon that I have finished. Let's see.
That is bad.
Oh wow, that looks nice.
So and
I will give you $10 for it since you paid $7.
dude, I paid all in all I've got about $45 in it because I had to order some parts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
For it. But I did mount the bottom turret on there. I've got the guns on the side. I did a modified dish on it. It's got all the extra exhaust ports on the back that I extended, and I just did the hardest part about this was doing the beat up look to it after I had painted it really nice black and red, and then just going through and just screwing up the paint job. But
Looks good. Did you do the inside as well, the interior?
I have not done the interior yet. I am going to. I haven't done it yet. So the interior is still whatever. And then I did the. I actually printed these off. These are 3D printed engines that I printed off from some greeble. I found some greeble that was the right size, and then I printed it and then melted it with a lighter to fit at an angle, at a curve, and then painted them because I always liked the blue engines.
Oh yeah,
as opposed to like the red or the yellow.
You did a damn good job, man.
So
That's badass, dude.
yeah,
It looks really, really good.
so that's what I've been
I
working
can see
on.
that be like a ship, like a Mandalorian like squad using it.
Yeah, I was like, well, what would somebody do with a YT 1300 freighter if they were like a mercenary or a bounty hunter or something like that? You know what I mean? They probably wouldn't focus as much on the engines because that's all Han Solo focused on was the engines, right? That's all he put all his time and effort and modifications into. But if somebody else got a hold of one of these, they would put more time and effort into offense and defense, hence all the guns and the this is the shield generator. So that it actually has a shield, unlike the Millennium Falcon. And that was kind of my ideology behind it, was to do something, you know, because that's the whole thing about the YT 1300 freighters is that they're supposed to be incredibly, you know, adaptable and you know, customizable and stuff like that, which is why in the Star Wars universe, everybody likes buying them. So
Even though we only see the Millennium Falcon.
yeah, even though we only see the Millennium Falcon, but so anyway, that was my my thought process.
They should be like all over the galaxy if you think about it.
You should see tons of them because it is not just.
It's a freighter. It's a space freighter.
And it's not just the YT 1300. The YT 1300 is like the most popular because it was the most customizable. But there were tons of Corellian freighters. And the only one I ever remember seeing, other than the Millennium Falcon, is Dash Rendar's. What was the name of it?
Outrider.
Outrider, yeah, which wasn't a 1300. It was a YT 2000, I think. Was it a YT 2000? I can't remember what his was. His was just a different model, but
I found one of those on eBay and brand new in the box, probably about less than a year ago for like $15.
oh, dude, you can find the Outrider pretty cheap. The only reason I haven't picked one up is they're really, really small. Like the YT 2000 is supposed to be roughly the same size as the Millennium Falcon as far as like the base body, but it is a shorter because it doesn't have the fins coming off the front.
Yeah.
But if you hold that 90s toy up to that thing, it's freaking tiny, which it's like way out of scale. Like it's way out of, like the cockpit only has enough room for one figure, and it's way out of scale, which is really the only reason I haven't bought one. But they're not that expensive. You can find a lot of that Power of the Force stuff from the 90s pretty cheap. There's a few things from Power of the Force in the 90s that are a little pricey, but most of that Power of the Force stuff in the 90s, they made so much of it, and it just, for whatever reason, didn't really hit.
Power of the Force.
Stuff did.
Well, the fact that they made better stuff than that stuff from the 90s, that'll always drive down those prices. And certainly,
Oh, yeah. Well, when they came back with Power of the
majority
Jedi,
of it will not.
yeah, when they came back with Power of the Jedi, when Phantom Menace came out, they did a re-release of a lot of the Power of the Force and original trilogy vehicles, but then they released them with much better decos, and they released them with better figures were out by that time. So a lot of the stuff from that Power of the Force era, which was what, like 92 to 96-ish, somewhere in there, it just doesn't hold high retail value. So it's really cheap to get online if you're looking for stuff.
They really took the Power of the Force thing quite literally on those figures too. They all hit the protein. Yeah.
Yeah, their bodies were a little on the buff side, so
Luke looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah.
Which, I mean, I remember at the time thinking, oh, that's kind of a cool new take on the figures instead of just, you know, this shit. But in retrospect, it wasn't a good idea.
Those figures were great because that's all we got in the 90s for Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I hated pre-posed figures, man. I
yeah.
if they were to just gone back to the original formula and kept them straight arm, straight leg, I would have been happy with that.
Well, I mean, the thing is that so there were some lines that were doing it well. Like, I mean, Ninja Turtles was pre-posed. Like, everybody was like in a stance. You know what I mean? But they kept the same generic stance for every figure, and it was very reminiscent of Mattel's Motu stuff, and so it worked. And then Kenner tries doing the same thing with Star Wars, but they don't have like generic stances with like a slight bend at the knee or a slight bend of the arm. It's like one arm will be bent way up and the other arm's straight, and one leg is bent and the other one's not. And that's just not the way to, if you're going to do pre-posed figures, that's not the way to do it. You want to do a generic pose that works, like, you know, Playmates does, or Mattel was doing, or stuff like that. God damn, it got quiet in here. What the hell?
Well, somebody sent me like my buddy of mine said, like, hey, Krang is up on Walmart right now for $36.
Oh, really? Krang's out?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Is that Motu one?
Yeah, the Motu Krang.
Oh, I picked that up at my Walmart. Well,
I don't get those at my Walmart. Nobody ever tells me about them.
They were $24.95.
Yeah, when they see them on clearance cheap at their Walmart, and then they don't tell anybody else about it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Somebody's got issues.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at him trying not to look at the camera.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
JB, you should be ashamed of yourself. Nacho Man.
Well, I got something for y'all. The most expensive toy ever sold. Maybe you guys have heard this story. Most expensive toy ever sold officially is the jet firing Boba Fett that was hand painted as a prototype.
I got one of those.
Yeah. Sold for $525,000 this week.
Wow.
Hand painted.
It looks it.
520. Yeah, it does look hand painted. Well, but to be honest, like, it's held up pretty well considering this thing is like 45 years old. The paint job's held up. Somebody kept it in good shape. Like, this thing wasn't played with.
Yeah.
But $525,000, beating the previous record holder, which was a Barbie that came with a real diamond. Somehow, I don't know. There was a Barbie that came with a real diamond, sold for $302,000 back in 2010. This beat it. Now officially the most expensive toy ever sold.
Rocket firing Boba Fett.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a turd.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Although in the 80s, I would have loved to have had this thing, but yeah, officially the most expensive toy ever. There you go. You're welcome, people. You now have knowledge you didn't have earlier, unless you already read this story and then you did, in which case, I don't know what to tell you. Enjoy.
Cujo says he has the Melloway one, Boba Fett that they released a few years back.
All right, guys. I hate to have to pull this out, but
Hey!
I got one right here, guys. I'll sell it for the low price of $100,000.
When you said you were going to pull something out, I thought it was going to be smaller than that. But okay.
Well, it is pretty small, but you know, this is all I got right now. But $100,000 if somebody wants this. His rocket does not come out, but you know, hey, I'm giving it to you out of steel. Oh yeah, and it looks hand painted. Yeah, it's all weathered. Yeah. So anybody in the audience want $100,000 free shipping? Hey, I'll take
That's a deal. You hear it right here, right now. It's like,
guys, I'll take a hit on the shipping. $100,000. And I'm not talking about the candy bar either. I'm talking about $100,000 U.S. American. Free shipping, guys. Free shipping. You don't get that every day.
It's true. And he'll actually, he's going to wrap it up in bubble wrap.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll hand deliver it to you. Free shipping.
Anywhere in the world, who will hand deliver it to you?
Yeah, yep. $100,000.
Yep.
The Melloway one fires.
But this one does too. It's just like the missile's glued in. I glued it in so I wouldn't lose it.
Okay.
Good times.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we all saw this week, right?
Yeah. The red shad, I mean the crimson moon.
Why is that guy on the right, man? Looks like he got some German influences.
Yeah, well, because they do. Because that's. Let's be honest, they all do.
Is his name Fuhrer?
Possibly. So here we have a cross between Baron Zemo and Destro.
Yep.
Depending on which head you go with. Dude, these figures look awesome. I can't wait till they're actually available. That's my only issue with this.
Well, this is basically a Kickstarter through Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, but like even the first series hasn't come out yet, and it's been like 2 years.
Yep.
Which is my only issue with this stuff is like, okay, a year, okay, that sucks, but I can understand. But the first wave hasn't even come out yet.
But they're getting, from the looks of things, though, they're getting ready to come out, though, with the first wave of figures.
I hope so, because I do want to pick some of these up.
I have a few of them pre-ordered, too, in like the first wave. And definitely get the Dracula. I want the Dracula.
That Dracula does look good.
Yeah,
it does. The McFarlane figure. Oh, my God, McFarlane figure. JB's holding up on McFarlane figure.
Well, it's small enough that it's not kicking them out of the chat. What if Nick Fury was a Nazi? So we got that going for us.
What's really cool too is the general with Carl Weathers and other heads with Ross actually has the head that goes with this to make it like the Red Shadows from Action Force. This is totally what Valiverse should have done for their bad guys.
Oh,
they should have done the red version of the Red Shadows.
They don't really have anything but generic, fodder bad guys.
I know they're like mercenaries. Like
that werewolf.
You got swarm, like those high-tech swarm troopers, but other than that, they're all. You don't really have a cohesion of like baddies. This is a team.
Is that a zombie werewolf?
Yep, zombie werewolf.
I did say zombie. It looks good, man. The monster heads look great, man. If I was going to buy them, I'd be buying them just for that.
Wait a minute. Go back to that one. You see that helmet head, don't you see, Quinn? That's right Moltar. Here. Moltar from Space Ghost.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. There's another custom for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad they made these, though, in 6.5-inch scale, since nobody wants that anymore. Everybody wants to do 7-inch scale. It's too bad. It's too bad.
No, I can't believe that dude was saying, it's like, everybody's moving away from the 6-inch scale. No, they're not.
No, nobody's moving away from 6-inch scale. Good Lord. There's a couple companies that are doing 7-inch, but that's about it.
Oh, there's some delusional dude thinks like they're moving away from 6-inch scale to 7-inch scale. Everybody.
The need to defend your opinion with such blatant, provably false lies is insane.
Yeah,
I agree.
I was like, what? Nobody gives a shit. But all I was trying to do is be like, hey, why are you trying to start crap with another group? Don't be that doesn't make somebody disingenuous just because they wish there was a modern 6-inch scale DC line.
oh shit! This makes so much sense too. Matt don't watch wrestling, so he don't get it though.
Yeah, I'm not a wrestling fan. I kind of was when I was a kid in the '80s because everybody was, but that's it.
I was trying to show this.
Oh, wait, we lost him. Technical difficulties.
Can't see me.
I mean, I know the whole John Cena "you can't see me" thing. I just,
hey, JB, you can't see him either. I used to like wrestling until I found out it was fake, man. And talk about being disillusioned as a child. Oh my God, it was horrible. I quit watching wrestling and I still like wrestling from the wrestlers I used to watch back in the day, back in the late 70s, early 80s. But I was like 7 or 8 years old when I found out it was fake. And I was just like, what?
Tony Spears in the house.
I was at a match and then I saw outside the quote unquote good guys and the bad guys. They were just, and this guy.
They rode in the same car to get there.
Yeah, but he just hit him in the head with a chair and he's like, I'm going to kill him. And then I saw him outside. They're like, smoking cigarettes. They're having a good old. I'm like, what the? I thought these guys hated each other. Nope. So yeah, just one of those things, man.
You got a shout out, JB.
Yo, Joe Jerk, what up, brother? How are you? I see he's in the chat.
The name of Hill's like Valverse should have done more accurate Action Force and saved money. It's not something that.
I was gonna say, I agree with you guys. I wish the villains looked like this.
Yeah, it makes no sense. What he took the time to get the brand Action Force, and none of his figures have anything to do with Action Force.
I actually got one of the villains ordered from the Valverse line.
Which they're decent figures. It's just there's no cohesion. What makes a good good guy, good bad guy?
Yeah,
you got to have good bad guy.
Work without Cobra.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
If Cobra was just a hodgepodge, like no uniform, just mercenaries, it wouldn't work.
Yep.
And speaking of, anybody order get the black and gold bats? I did.
But yeah, I ordered. I agree with you.
I got the 4 of them. I got Alpine, the Bat, the Iron Grenader, and what was the other one?
I'm just gonna wait till Quinn gets them in. And
Storm Shadow. I got all 4 of those on order.
Yeah, when Quinn gets them in, I'll just buy them from him. And I don't really do the pre-order thing that much anymore.
See, support local.
The only Joe stuff I'm probably
as long as he actually saves me some.
Did I not save you stuff last time you asked? I did. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still didn't get a cable. Like you should have mentally known I wanted a cable.
As much as I would love to make everybody happy, I can't read minds, man. You got to meet me halfway. I post that stuff on social media. You got to call the store.
I did as soon as I saw it.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. No, I see how it is.
Dorothy, these have taken forever to develop. They're getting ready to release the very first wave in the next month or two. But it's been years in coming. But hopefully once they get this first batch out, and they can start pumping stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Their initial tooling is apparently taking a long time getting everything up and running. Which they are doing some smart reuse on bodies and stuff, and it's
with any toy line, you're going to see a lot of.
Every figure I've seen so far looks great. Yeah. Now I haven't seen any in person, but every figure in here that I've seen that they've showed from this line has looked way better than anything I've seen from Valaverse.
Kurt, I don't think you have any problem flipping an extra cable because everybody's trying to get that figure.
I like this comment from Jen. He says,
"Oh, calm down, Jared. Calm down."
Oh, okay. I'm offended.
I'm going to defer. What do you think of this guy?
Scar, son of Hulk. I've been looking forward to this. We've been talking. Me and my buddy Hulk Smash Customs has been talking about. We needed a new Scar for years.
It's a nice looking figure.
Yep. He's using Caliban hips, thighs, knees, lower legs, but he's got new boots, whole new upper torso. He's got butterfly joints for like wielding the swing, and they changed articulation on the arms where he's got the bicep swivel and he's got the swivel elbows. That way he can double hold fist sword.
So you approve?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's a good sized body. He's not bigger than. He's not too small. He's very muscular. It's perfect size. The color looks good. I know some people were complaining about the color, but in the comics, his color was all over the place. It was grayish green to bright green to dark green to gray.
Yeah.
Which made no sense when they depowered. In the comics, they had that Doc Green storyline. I hated that storyline. And he went around depowering all the other gamma-powered beings. When he depowered Scar, he turned human. He's half Old Stone. He's half Hulk, half Old Stone. His natural skin color is gray. And some reason he depowered him and turned him into a French kid. I mean, gave him a sack full of money dropping off in France, and he looked human. It's like, then I completely forgot about him for years. That was the stupid story. They did all that stuff right there, then immediately killed off the Hulk in the next storyline afterwards. But I am happy. Otherwise, other than that, I'm happy we're finally getting a Scar. Scar was a great character. I don't know if they fixed him yet. They brought him back recently in the last couple of years, but he has that stupid crab head.
Now, do you think we're going to get a monk Scar from the MCU?
Oh, you mean the barista Scar?
Yeah, whatever.
I call me and other friends. We call him the barista Scar. He looks like he'd be serving you coffee at Starbucks.
It was awful looking. He was so horrible.
Yeah, that was just so bad.
I was gonna say I got this too that I did not get to show yet.
Oh, my buddy did get me like he ordered off Temu. It's like he's die-cast Sword of Omens Thundercat swords. They're like 1/12 scale.
Oh, really? That's cool. What do you got, JB? We're waiting.
I got it right here.
What is it? Oh, it's what's his name? Starts with a
He
K.
comes from France.
Kaidi Bundy.
There you go.
He comes from France.
It's Penis Head.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's called. My wife actually called him that penis head. So
Yeah.
I said he's from the Conans. Then I got this too. I got this at GameStop, my local GameStop.
Nice.
Shield 3-pack. I really like this Nick Fury right here. I like this head sculpt. Steven don't like it though, but I do. And then if y'all watch the review, I got this. Last one they had at my local Target. Somebody actually hid it behind the shelf, so I was able to find it.
The local Target here don't get shit.
I know. And then let's see.
You gotta be quicker on the Target.com there, Jared.
Oh, I know. And then I'm trying to work on a custom here. I'm gonna take the arms off right here and get some full sleeved arms and paint them black, and then acetone the red on the outside, so I get this Nick Fury in full black. So that's all I've got. That's all I've got for this week.
All right.
So
we get the new wave dropped for the DC Direct stuff, so we're getting a Bane. That's the one people are freaking out about the most.
I did get the thing that Matt thought was a Hot Wheels last week.
Wait, what is that?
Magnavox for Legacy United.
Oh, okay, yeah.
wait, didn't you already show?
When I got to like the $80 thing, he was like, "Oh, you said you were going to get this." Like you thought I was talking about that stupid Hot Wheels thing. No,
Yeah.
I thought you already showed this 2 weeks ago.
I did. I just got it in the mail 2 weeks ago.
What are you, a time traveler?
Yes,
2
yes.
weeks ago. Or
JB is a time traveler, and he's seen this 2 weeks ago, and he didn't. And he sees all these things on sale. That's sale, and don't future, and he don't tell us facts about these things. This is pretty cool. I like this. It's based on a Japanese character from Beast Wars 2. No, I'm sorry. This is Beast Wars Neo. The Beast Wars Neo main villain, Magnavox. Which still, I don't understand why they don't bring over Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo, remaster them, and release and air them. It's like, you're making toys of characters most people don't even know because they were Japanese only. Bring the shows over. They're really good.
Well, they're not very good at that, let's be honest.
I was going to say I agree with Jen's comment. Pants should not be $100. But the reason why she's $100 is because it's a Japanese import for Big Bad. So Big Bad does increase the figure arts prices these days.
Yeah, so Krang sold out within 20 seconds. Tell me about it. But,
I know who's going to buy these.
I'll buy these. Oh, yeah. I like this line. This is one of the McFarlane lines I like.
I like that. I got that Bane. I got the DC Direct one from back in the day.
And look, no cell shading. Just
Every time
I don't understand. It's like some of them do, some of them don't. It's like be consistent.
There's no consistency with it. I just when I see them that don't have it, I'm just thankful they don't. Because it's a solid line, man. I like them. I've got most of them. I think I'm missing a couple.
What drove me nuts with DC Direct back in the day when they released these, they were doing that stupid crap like Hasbro does, where half the wave would be the first series, and the other half would be the other series.
Yeah.
And their styles clash. You can't really just play them together because they went real stylized and like feel like that Catwoman.
Yeah,
Giant,
which is new Adventures of Batman, right?
Yeah. New Adventures of Batman.
Yes, it's where all the characters got a redesign.
Yeah, they went more Bruce Timm with the designs.
I really do not like this Catwoman design. I prefer her.
I didn't like any of the female designs from the New Adventures. They went that whole giant head and tiny bodies.
This just reminds me of all the chicks that I would see at the goth clubs back in the 90s.
Then again, remember Harley had it too. Harley had a big head and skinny body like this when she made her debut in the cartoon.
Not in the debut. The debut that was regular the animated Batman the Animated Series. She didn't have the giant head.
I got mullet Nightwing.
Mm-hmm. I prefer this on BBTS.
Wait a minute, is the New Adventures the ones that don't have shell shading?
Yes, the New Adventures do have cell shading.
So that's the key right there. The New Adventures don't have cell shading, and the animated Batman the Animated Series does.
Yes, the animated series, Target exclusive waves, they've got cell shading, but these don't. Which doesn't make any sense. But I still like this Nightwing.
I'm digging this whole wave, man.
Well, that's one of the things that kind of kept me from getting a lot of the. I got burned out on the DC Direct line of these because of the fact they kept mixing the line up. I wanted complete a series. They're not. And at the point at the time, they were not going to do it.
My biggest complaint here is I don't like the New Adventures Joker face.
Without
the beady eyes and stuff, I don't like that anywhere near as much as the original Joker.
Yep.
Now, if everybody's got money, the Mayfex is still available on sale on BBTS. This Joker is, but the Batman sold out early last year. So
yeah, it's like what, $50 I think on BBTS.
About 50.
So
it's still.
I'm a Joker fan. I'll still buy this. I mean, it's not my favorite head sculpt for Joker, but I'll still buy it.
What I like about these is
I got the adventure, the animated series Joker of this stuff from the line.
I've got a couple. I've got the trench coat with the hat. I've got the traditional Joker. I'll pick this one up.
I will say the one thing I like about these is it's more sculpted plastic and not much paint.
Well, yeah. I mean, the original line was too.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying what I do with it. Where's he at? Like this Flash Gordon. Not much paint going on here, but mostly sculpted parts.
Yeah, Catwoman went from being a normal character to a Joker-ized, almost version.
Yeah.
So I like the animated series version of Catwoman. That's a really good figure.
Mm-hmm. My wife has that one.
Those. Oh, this. I think this dropped this week. We're getting a redo of the old school.
Oh yeah, I think it went up for order already. On Amazon.
This was such a great toy. I had this. I loved this as a kid, man. This was such a great little playset vehicle, whatever you wanted to call it.
Mm-hmm.
This was cool. I haven't seen the price on it yet. Let's see. Okay, $80, $79. It sounds about right. There's a lot to it. I mean, there's a lot going on with this.
That's about the price of the gray skull and stuff like that. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on here for the same price.
It's almost like the Castle Grayskull Snake Mountain thing.
Yeah,
turtles.
And for the same price as one of McFarlane's Batmobiles, which has nothing. It's just a solid plastic body and a canopy with some wheels. There's way more going on with this. There's way more sculpts and colors and paints and, you know, little sections and little accessories and things like that. So it's cool. I like this. I have no room for it. I probably won't pick it up.
You bought a like 4 foot tall scale.
Yeah, I don't even have room for that. It's just sitting here in my room, in the middle of the room, because I have no place for it. It's just sitting there. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I know I don't have room for this.
I think you should buy this, put it right next to it.
No. What am I just going to start filling up my floor with crap?
Speaking of Snake
Yes. Well, I find it like offensive, Matt. Like, I got stuff all over my floor.
Speaking of Snake Mountain, did you hear Amazon increased its price of the Snake Mountain playset?
Oh, did they? To what?
To $125.
It was $79. What the hell?
Is it being sold by Amazon or a third party?
It's sold by Amazon, shipped and sold by them, but they've increased the price to $125.
They increased it $50?
Yes. You can go in there and pull it up yourself.
What the hell?
I was going to buy it, then I seen it was $125. Like, nope, I ain't paying that much for a playset.
That's insane, dude. That's
$129.95.
Went up $50?
Yeah, almost 130.
How much is it?
The Snake Mountain playset, Amazon increased their prices to $130.
No, I'm talking about the Technodrome.
80.
Oh, 80.
Oh, that's not bad.
80.
No. But
I won't buy
80
a new one, but I don't know what I'd do with it.
was
Though.
what Snake Mountain sold for at retail.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I swear I just saw it maybe a week or two ago, still at Target.com for $79.99. So why the hell is Amazon raising their price by $50? That's ridiculous. That is unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it's out of stock too. Oh well.
Oh, I saw this. They dropped this. I have no idea. I tried looking it up. I don't know what scale this thing is.
Oh yeah, the 89 Batwing. Yeah, that looks.
Yeah,
great.
the new Spin Master one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if this is one of those.
That's the one everybody wanted.
Yeah, we should.
I'm not sure like how this is going to scale with like 6 or 7 inch scale figures or anything like that. I have no idea. I know Batman looks huge in this cockpit.
Oh, isn't that 3 3/4 inch?
No, I don't think that's a 3 3/4 inch figure. I think this
I
might
don't
be
know
one of
what
those
it
big
is.
like. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I think I remember reading somewhere that it was 3 3/4 inch.
Oh,
4
this thing ain't gonna fit nothing. That's tiny.
Yeah.
4 inches.
Yeah, because if you look at the detail on that figure, that's a 3 3/4 inch figure. That's not a 6 inch figure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 4-inch scale Batwing. I just looked it up.
Well, that's too damn small. Never mind.
You can put it with your. You can have them fighting your Star Wars figures.
Scroll back down.
Good.
Scroll back down. It says retail price $19.99. There you go. Yeah, that's 3 3/4 inch. But the Batwing looks impressive though. If you want to hang it from the ceiling.
It's a better. It looks better than the one McFarlane put out.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of people were buying that big 12-inch scale, like Flash Batwing,
I bought
and
one.
just
I have it hanging in my store just for display.
because it's the same size as the McFarlane one for a fraction of the price.
And I got it on sale too. So
I am sure we've all heard about the new HasLab, which, by the way, worst kept secret ever. This could leak like 2 months ago, by the way.
that
Yeah,
is too damn big. It's too much. I'm like, it looks nice, but you only really need a half of it as a cutaway for a display.
Well, I mean, look, it's a HasLab. I'm not buying this thing.
and it's $400.
No, it's $500.
I mean,
It's
you're
$499.
getting a lot. You're getting a lot for the $400 plus.
It's $399.
You're getting 6 figures as well. I mean, it's nice. I don't have to have it though.
I'm on the HasLab page. It's $399.
Yeah.
Well, here they've got it marked $499. Well, okay, for the deluxe package. So for the one we're looking at is $499.
Oh, I never seen them do that before.
Yeah, one of them comes with an extra side of the cantina bar with tables and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks nice, but I don't need it.
I don't want it for $399. Not to mention $500. I wouldn't buy it for 4. I'm not.
Hey, if you got a good 3D printer, you can probably print that damn thing out yourself cheaper.
People have done this already.
Yeah.
People have done this already.
I would
Oh,
also.
look, don't get me wrong. It's cool. I like it.
Yep.
I just no way in hell I would pay that much money for it.
Oh yeah.
But it is a cool. It is a very iconic set that would be cool to have if you're a Star Wars collector. And I'm sure I'm 100% positive it's gonna meet its goal. This thing is gonna get made and sold. I don't know if it's gonna.
They've had a lot of Star Wars stuff fail.
And I was under the impression that it was wired with LED lights. You know, you got to put your own LED lights in there if you want it lit up. Which I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, they could have put
And
LED in there really cheap.
And it's got a decal sheet.
Yeah, it's got a decal sheet.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, it looks nice, but I don't have to have that.
This is the $399 one.
Right there, that size, right there, that's perfect. You don't need the wraparound because you're not going to be standing over it. You're going to be looking at it from the side. You just need a side cutaway, and that's it.
Here's the thing: diorama sets like this to this level, unless you are into 3D printing, do not come along very often. And there are more than enough Star Wars fans that this will meet its goal. I don't know if it will hit all its tiers. This will meet its goal, which is fine. It's not something I'm interested in. I think it's too much money. But I can understand if you're a hardcore Star Wars fan and you like getting real big into the dioramas on your shelf and stuff. I can understand how you would want this. I get it. For me, no.
Well, it will be. I would say it will meet its goal because their goal is not crazy like numbers like sometimes they do.
It's what, 8,000, isn't it?
8,000 units. This one. A lot of times they put these stupid like 20,000 units where they'll make it.
Yeah,
and they don't make it.
And that's with all the tiered figures too, right?
That's 200. They already have almost 3,000 backers.
Wow. Yeah, it'll get backed.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they're throwing in 6 figures with it automatically. I mean, hey, dude.
That's what they should do. They should never make the figures like because the figures are built into the price.
Exactly.
They shouldn't like, oh, if you don't meet this tier, we're not going to make it. It's like you've already got the figures up at that price in the figures.
Rocket Sisters, people have been bitching and moaning for wanting them for years. You know, because they're an integral part of the Cantina scene, which they are. But you know, people have been wanting those girls for years. One of them in real life, one of the actresses already passed away. But you know, the fact that you're finally getting them, and who knows, we'll probably get them in 6-inch form as well, sooner or later. All these guys that you see in vintage form right now, we'll probably get in 6-inch later.
The vintage stuff, like
this
the 3
dude, he does not come with a detachable arm. This is messed up.
That's the other guy. The Walrus face gets the detachable arm.
Oh, that's right. But it was his arm, though, right?
No,
it was his arm. It was like in the cutaway. He had the Wolfman's arm. That's what they used for the special effect. Because if you look, when the arm comes off and it's laying on the floor, it's got the hairy Wolfman hand. Because that's what they had when they were filming the scene. They didn't have a hand that looked like a walrus face dude. So when you watch that scene back, it's that dude's arm that's laying on the floor.
I was going to say, I could see some people use this for like stop motion.
Yeah.
And definitely.
Like I said, it's a cool set. Way too overpriced for me, and I think for a lot of people. But there are enough hardcore Star Wars fans that this will happen.
One of the things I hate more than anything, these people that like will gladly get pegged by Hasbro. They're like, you're just poor. You don't want to spend money on it. No, I just don't like to waste money on overly priced stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do this. We're not.
I will buy expensive stuff all the time.
The difference is also, it's like that argument is stupid as shit. And the reason being is because it's like, okay, no, I spend $500 on crap all the time on action figures, just not on this.
Yep.
I'll spend it on stuff I actually want. It's not that I don't have the money.
I collect fans toys, bitches.
Yeah.
You're saying
like this is to me, this is not a valuable way to spend $500.
You're poor.
To you, that's awesome. If this is worth it to you, great. It ain't to me. So take that for what you will.
to basically summarize these two for those watching, we're not poor. We just vote with our wallets, which is what every YouTuber collector will tell you. Vote with your wallet. Don't buy.
People might get triggered if you say that. Some people, though, it's like,
no shit. By the way, not every YouTuber will tell you that.
Buy what you like, folks.
Yeah.
There's no wrong way to collect.
No, there's a lot of YouTubers
People
that
get offended online and take it personally when you tell people to buy what they like and don't listen to other people.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
People get offended, like violently offended, when you're like, hey, you know what? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. Enjoy your collection. Buy what you like. People on YouTube take that as an insult. And what I mean is other content creators take that as an insult.
Yeah,
I know this from personal
need to
experience.
grow up. You know, because it's a stark reality.
You're my favorite YouTuber. I didn't mention his name, you little dumbass.
You buy what you. I've been collecting for 41 years. I buy what I like. I don't buy what
you do. And if this is something that you like,
I'll buy it. You know,
dude,
and
if this is something you like and you've got $500 to spend on it, awesome, dude. I'm sure it's going to look great. I'll love it.
If this little piece of plastic makes you happy, buy the damn thing. If it doesn't, then don't buy it. You know, I mean, you're not going to hurt anybody. You know, you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. It's like, buy what you like because it's your collection. End of story, man. You know?
Because I was going to say, if you are a YouTuber and you do toy reviews for a living, don't just buy what everybody else buys. Don't. Get what you want. Because, like Matt has said numerous times, if you buy the same thing that everybody else is buying, you're basically following a trend.
Well, if you do reviews on the figures that you collect, then you're original. You know,
people have made success just reviewing the stuff.
I don't buy stuff just to review. I buy it because I'm buying it.
Well, and that's the thing too. And there are. I'm not knocking it because there are channels that I watch because they are essentially a toy magazine, right? And I know they're going to buy them, and I go to their stuff to watch them because I know they're going to have it, and I may want their opinion before I go buy something. Which is
I've done the exact same thing, and I want them to be honest. Don't just say, "Oh, this is wonderful, this is great." I've gotten where I don't listen to the words they say on certain reviewers. I watch the video and look at the figure.
Yeah.
Because they will be positive even though it's a piece of shit.
Well, I've got channels I do that with, and I've got channels that I do the exact opposite with, or I do the same thing with for the exact opposite reason, because I know they're going to hate everything.
Yes.
There's channels I subscribe to that will do that. It does not matter how good it is. If it is from a specific toy line, they will trash it.
Yeah.
I still watch their channel, but I know going in what their opinion is going to be. But I want to see them, go through the motions. I want to see the thing.
Well, so I got burned with that with the Megatron that got us kicked off YouTube. all these reviewers were saying this is such a great piece, and like this really nice third-party Megatron. Yeah. And it's a pile of junk, and vendors are still stuck with it because they can't get rid of it, and it's like completely discounted out, and they still can't sell it because it's a pile of junk. Yeah. I paid full retail for the thing. That's my biggest regret purchase ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, gentlemen, it's that time of the night again. I got to get ready to close up shop. So until next time,
later.
Quinn
out. Ninja vanish.
Which I will say, yes, there, like you guys said, there are big names that people do follow there are big channels who, yes, they will review the new stuff that's coming up, like McFarlane Marvel Legends, because that's how they get noticed. Because
Santo, that was the Bold Forms third-party Megatron. It was based on IDW style Megatron, and the pictures did look nice, but when you get it, it's a pile of junk. It's just a floppy mess, will not pin together.
I
put it in gun mode. The week I got it, and I've never changed it back because it's just junk.
Yeah.
And when you hold it in gun mode, you gotta be delicate with it, or it'll start popping apart.
Yeah. All we're saying is, guys, vote with your wallets. Don't just.
But I'm definitely not going to go show it to you because we get kicked off YouTube.
Yeah, we've been through that shit before.
Yeah, just vote with your wallets. Don't buy what other
YouTube has now for those that's not on other channels, but they've changed the rules where if you hold anything that looks like a firearm, they will kill your stream and strike your channel.
Not in video. You can do videos just fine.
Oh yeah, it's the live stream, which makes no sense. What's the difference?
Wait, hold on. So they really do. So you're saying if I pull up, they basically say, oh, if I pull up a toy plastic gun near the camera,
It has to be 1-to-1 scale.
okay.
Yeah, it has to look real.
I've never heard of this rule, so I'm learning.
I got banned on YouTube for Jared showing a Megatron.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh. Jared, you
I mean, I got it back. I mean, I was able to be like, I sent him a message and was like, this is a transformer, dude. What are you doing?
you'll have
And they were like, oh, we're sorry, and they fixed it. But like, yeah.
send me the picture of the Megatron later on, Jared, through Messenger. I like to actually see it.
It's over there.
I know. Send a picture. Send a snap.
It's a Megatron, okay? You know what it looks like. It looks like a Walther.
Okay.
All right.
Final statement. This is
It looks like a modern Walther.
forgetting
Yeah.
it.
Anyway.
Which I like that concept of a modern Walther as adult mode.
Mm-hmm.
But, nah.
Yeah.
Like,
Can I just say, as a Star Wars fan, can we please stop with the Mandalorians? For the love of all that's holy, can we please stop with the Mandalorians?
That's what Yojo.
I get it. Like, Mandalorians, cool armor, awesome. But I swear to holy Christ, this is getting fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Yojo,
The entire Black Series and the entire Vintage Collection has just become Mandalorian central. I get the show was very popular and like made Mandalorian, blah, 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 blah. It is literally every other figure that comes out is a Mandalorian. Can you please, for the love of God, do something else? We just looked at a whole bunch of figures on that last page, all those Cantina characters that haven't been released in 6-inch scale. But we're getting more Mandalorians for Black Series.
that's actually a comment.
I get it. They're all slightly different with slightly different deco or maybe a slightly different helmet. Yeah, cool. But it's been like this for like 5 years. I'm tired of it. Can we get something else? There are so many characters that we don't have yet. And we're getting another 3-pack of Mandalorians.
Yojo Jerk and them actually made that comment. Like, when Mandalorian figure, the first one came out, it was popular. But now Hasbro just keeps on making
They've re-released Din Djarin, I think, 11 times now. That's not an exaggeration, by the way. I think he's had 11 different figures in the last, 4 years.
I did get that last one with the Darksaber.
I mean,
Yeah.
what?
I only have two. I have, I don't even know which one. It was the first one. I chromed it out and it looks cool. But then I went in a Target run. They didn't have anything because my Target hardly gets anything. And I seen like, ooh, a new figure. Well, it's got a Darksaber. I'll get it. Even though
I've got 2 Mandalorians. I got one in his Beskar armor and one in that armor from the very first season.
I've got
And that's it. And that's all I need.
those are the 2 I've got right now.
That's all I need. So I don't even. I get it. And if they sell, they sell. Whatever. I'm just like, as a Star Wars fan, there are so many other characters.
I am not
familiar with that. It's just it's ridiculous.
I mean, the only reason why Hasbro keeps on releasing is because Mandalorian's popular and people buy them, apparently. So,
Are you familiar with the term Glop Shido?
No,
I am not.
don't have a clue.
Okay, Omega Web 13 is like said sentence. It's kind of cool. A Shredder style Mando.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. They'll
Yeah.
have a Mando with some kind of claws and something or other.
but I agree with Matt. The Mandalorians are getting to be way too much. They are. And these colors don't even look good at all. Sabretooth.
Yeah.
These colors don't even look that well. They look cheap.
Well, what kills me, like they released this really nice Sabretooth. They waited just a little bit. We could have got that new, more articulated torso.
Yes.
So, but they'll make another Sabretooth in probably like 5 years on that new torso.
Yep. Definitely. Ugh.
Well, they just killed him off again in the comics too. Spoiler.
All right, let's move on. This is getting depressing.
All right. New McFarlane stuff. We got the Batman.
Depression, go to McFarlane.
Look.
The Build-A-Figure bat is so stupid.
Let's say some
The Build-A-Figure bat is the worst part about this.
Yes.
The figures are fine, I guess.
They're nice.
They jacked the price up so the Build-A-Figure wave, and it's a stupid bat statue. It's not even articulated. It's a statue.
If people don't want the figures right now, I guarantee you, sellers are going to be putting them on eBay loose without the Build-A-Figure, and you will save money.
Nobody's buying this for the Build-A-Figure.
No.
This wave will be clearanced out because most people don't. That is a horrible Jim Carrey likeness.
Batman Forever.
Yes.
And
I can see a little Tommy Lee in that, but it's still bad.
well,
Oh, the best one is the Batman. The Batman's a solid figure. It's a good looking Val
Does
Kilmer sculpt.
he have nipples?
No, because Val Kilmer's didn't have nipples.
Oh, that's right. It's George Clooney's.
Yeah,
that
it
nipples.
was George Clooney's. And we already got that one, and yes, he did have nipples.
actually, in his
Robin's got nipples.
Robin has nipples, yes.
no, actually, in the Sonar suit, Val Kilmer's suit did have nipples, but in the suit he had throughout the majority of the film, he did not have nipples.
Well, I'm glad you paid close enough attention.
I watched the movie. That was the first.
He was just wanting to say nipples multiple times.
He just likes the word nipple. I get it. You know, we all have those words that we like.
Hey, here's my one concern about this Jim Carrey Riddler. My classic Riddler, when I got it, the decals would rub off easily. I mean, you can put me on big screen and I'll show you. They have rubbed off almost completely on mine.
It's not letting me put your McFarlane on big screen. I tried.
What have you been doing to make those things rub off, or Jamie?
I didn't do anything. Like, seriously, I just got out of the box. I tried putting bows.
He's doing little adventures. It's like, oh, one day, Plastic Man and Riddler are alone in the woods, and
No.
Plastic Man trips,
Put
Riddler goes, "Here, let me help you up, stepbrother."
Put your Plastic Man fantasies away. Come on. But no, seriously, I was upset about this when I got this Riddler and the decals kept on coming off. So
I'm gonna be honest. I had no interest in that Riddler. I didn't know those were decals. I thought that was so. That's not painted on.
No, they're not painted on. They're decals.
No, that's so hook ass and cheap.
Yeah, I know that it is. So that's my
Okay.
one. This Riddler figure. Will they come off? I hope not. But yeah, I pre-ordered this wave, and I'll probably sell the the Bat figure on eBay, or I'll scare my wife with it. Probably.
I mean, it's just a bat. Like literally,
What's the point of it?
just a bat from like that one scene where the bat's flying at the screen for like, I don't know, 2 seconds. Like,
What is the point of it? I didn't even understand the point of it in the movie. It was just stupid.
They use the
this
bat.
makes less sense. Okay, remember the Mattel Multiverse Build-A-Figure wave? The Batman v Superman Build-A-Figure wave where we got the Nightmare Bat Build-A-Figure?
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember the Nightmare Bat sequence from Batman v Superman where Bruce Wayne's having a nightmare and he sees this bat creature come out of the wall?
I don't remember that one.
Okay, well Mattel Multiverse, when they did that line, the Build-A-Figure was that bat creature. But at least that was a fully articulated bat-human hybrid creature that looked kind of like Man-Bat. This is just a bat. Like this could be one of those rubber bats you get from the Dollar Tree. Like that's it. That's all it is.
So if they didn't do the bat, who would you have be the Build-A-Figure then? If they didn't do the bat.
Should have just done.
From Batman Forever, honestly, there's not a good candidate. I mean, if I'm being honest, there's not a good candidate for a Build-A-Figure from that movie.
No.
Maybe a Build-A-Figure like the motorcycle that Robin steals or something.
Like a vehicle, that'd be pretty neat.
Yeah, like the Build-A-Bike. That would be like
They
that'd be
should have
way
not
cooler.
done a Build-A-Figure at all and just done an Alfred.
I
Yeah,
really,
we could have done an Alfred. Yeah.
but we're getting.
Even though there's not a great candidate for a Build-A-Figure for that movie, anything would be better than this.
I mean, I agree with people who should have said it could have just been the Bane that we were missing from the Batman Robin wave, and I would have been okay with it. Because at least you're getting all the villains from that movie.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, the Bat is stupid. The Batman, I mean, like I said, I think this is a decent Val Kilmer Batman Forever Batman. I don't have any problems with that. That looks fine. I mean, it's not something I'm going to pick up, but it's a decent looking figure.
Much better Batman than George Clooney.
Oh, yeah. It's way better than the George Clooney one.
Well, George Clooney one at least has his likeness. At least.
George Clooney movie sucks. So.
I'm talking about the figure. I'm not talking about the movie wise. I'm talking about the figure itself. Yeah, I was talking about the Batman.
This Robin, I don't know. It's for me, it's the collar and the mask and the articulation on the diaper with the red-green paint that looks off.
He doesn't have metallic paint, is what he's missing. He's supposed to have.
First of all, that mask is way too big for his face.
Yes,
yeah.
It is.
Way too big for his face. The collar looks stupid. Like, I know he technically had a collar in that movie. It did not stand out like that. And then what is going on? Like, they just like, let's just paint the diaper.
The ab articulation. Look how weird that is.
Yeah, it's got that jagged, look like an open mouth.
Well, it's too far down.
Yeah.
The Batman and Robin one looks a lot better.
And by the way, if you notice, even in this promotional photo, there is mold imperfections in here. See this line coming around here? There's a mold imperfection in the chest piece of this figure that they're using for promotional images.
And how ugly the double joints are on that figure.
Yeah.
They're huge.
This one needed more time in the oven, as I've heard some people say when it comes to figures.
All those figures need more time in the oven because they suck.
Well, the Kilmer looks fine. It's just a repaint of the 6-pack Batman that came out. It's just a full repaint. But
that does not look like Jim Carrey whatsoever.
No.
He's got the right nose. At least he's got the nose.
The rest of it's not there.
But you're right. It doesn't look like Jim Carrey.
When I seen that piece in the like show the pictures like that up in the box for that bat body piece, I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
It reminds me of
This is probably, I think, the next best one after the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a perfect Tommy Lee Jones, but it's still a good figure, I think. I dig all the deco and the color on it. The hair sculpt looks good. Like, I think they did a good job on this one, even if they didn't completely nail Tommy Lee Jones' face.
Yeah. The
figure overall is pretty good.
I still think it sucks that they recast Billy D. Williams.
Yeah,
I agree.
But the show that Batman Forever too, like those movies from the first one's on run really good. Batman Returns is all right.
It's just a Tim Burton clusterfuck. I mean,
I was going to say it got to be too Tim Burton-y.
Yeah.
But then they went just full on camp.
Here's the thing. Batman '89, just fucking great movie. The Batman Forever is my second favorite one because it's more watchable to me than Batman Returns is. It's campy, but it's not nearly as bad as Batman and Robin.
I don't know why they made the thing I didn't like too is like they really did not get Two-Face. They just made him just a Joker.
Yeah, basically. Well, they made both of them Joker.
Well, that's how they want.
Two-Face and Riddler are both basically kind of like Joker.
They were two. Both of them were two Joker-esque.
Yeah.
A little known story: Jim Carrey actually said that Tommy Lee Jones, on set, he actually admitted to Jim Carrey himself that he could not stand his buffoonery.
Oh yeah. Here's the thing, though. What I did learn from this is that in the '90s, Jim Carrey would have made a great Joker.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I learned from this movie.
For sure.
Had they not already done Joker in the first Batman movie and killed him off, Jim Carrey would have made a great Joker.
Well, they could have established
very good, like over the top, kind of Cesar Romero-esque Joker.
I mean, couldn't they have established the rule that, like, now there's more than one Joker, kind of like they've been doing for comments in some iterations?
Yeah, but they weren't going to do that back in the '90s.
I know.
But Yeah, this one's decent.
But-
I think there's two decent figures out of this line. The Robin and the
Batman.
Riddler suck.
Yeah.
But
Next.
So 2 out of 2 is what we're saying.
I mean, I'm not buying any of these because I don't collect these figures. But
But
at least I can objectively look and go, okay, there's two figures here that if I was collecting McFarlane DC Multiverse, I would probably pick those up. Like, there's two that I like. There'd be no reason to pick up the other two because who gives a shit about the Build-A-Figure? Nobody cares. So, yeah, there's two of them that I would pick up if I collected this line.
I mean, you could always get that Two-Face and making it a comic Two-Face.
Yeah.
Like, you could also, like, if you cut, like, right in between the knee joint and the calves, if you cut it off just right, you can actually shrink him down to 6 inches tall and keep the silhouette lining. Like, you could do it.
Well, the torsos usually are like 6-inch scale.
Yeah, the torsos, the arms, the heads are all 6-inch scale with McFarlane figures.
I was
It's just the legs that put them up at usually around 7.
because I did this with one of my wrestling figures a while back. I cut the bottom of his legs right here. It's not perfect on this side, but on this side, I cut the bottom of his leg and I shrunk him down a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can do it if you take your time with it. So like you can actually shrink McFarlane's.
The easiest way to do it with a figure like this that doesn't have boots on is just cut the bottom of the leg off and re-drill the peg hole for the foot.
Yes.
Shrink him down.
You can do
That's what I would do with this figure. I wouldn't cut sections out and glue it back together. I'd just chop how much I want off the bottom and redo the bottom, re-drill a new peg hole to put the feet back in. That'd be way easier for this dude.
That's actually what Toy Games did with his Wonder Woman. He actually
Can I request we move on past McFarlane?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I only got one left, and I'm only bringing this up because, damn it, this makes me wish Jada would get their shit together with Capcom. So they're releasing 52 Toys is releasing 3 3/4 inch Final Fight figures, which is kind of cool. They're cool. I mean, it's not anything I'm going to collect or anything like that, but it's cool, and it just makes me hope someday.
But they did an Altered Beast too. I love that game.
Yeah, they did the Altered Beast too.
This is a good looking figure. It's just tiny.
Yeah, I hope. I want to see Guy and Cody and Hagar in the Jada line. I totally want to see that. I loved Final Fight. It was a freaking awesome game. Back
figures. Maybe that's why these are 3 1/4 inch. And Jada got the license through 6.
Maybe. I hope so. So, you know what's funny is I saw somebody do a really, really great Hagar out of a Hercules figure. Do a custom Hagar out of a Hercules figure, and it looked awesome. It looked great. They did a really good job. But anyway, yeah, that's the only reason I'm showing these off is because it makes me wish Jada would get into this, which, again, maybe they are. I mean, technically, the Final Fight characters are in the Street Fighter lore. They are a part of that world. Mm-hmm. So, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right. That's all I had. That's the only stories I had.
Well, something we looked at a while back is it finally went up for pre-order. We get the Fans Hobbies version of a G.I. Joe vehicle, which is not badly priced.
What's that? The Skyhawk? Is that what that thing was called? I can't remember.
I think it was Skyhawk or something like that.
Yeah.
It's $90. It's LEDs, nice.
Which is a great price for that thing.
Yes. You got tons of detail on this thing.
And that's the kind of figure, or that's the kind of vehicle that I like for 6-inch scale stuff, which is stuff that is manageable to put on your shelf. That thing is not huge, but like you can hang it. You could put it on a shelf if you want
for hanging.
Yeah,
they incorporate the hanging hook into it.
Yeah, which is great, and that's a good size for a vehicle for 6-inch scale stuff because it's not going to be freaking huge and ridiculous and take up an entire shelf. If you do want to put it on the shelf and not hang it.
And I have Fans Hobbies products, and they are top notch. They are really nice stuff.
Actually, speaking of Calibers, they put their stuff up for pre-order today. Their Series 5.
But definitely looking. I ordered one of these. I just ordered one, but definitely like this thing that's good quality because I know the company. Would highly recommend that one.
Yep.
And they actually have ordered from Chosen Prime too. Chosen Prime actually has the cheapest price on Scar, $39.90, and they have a stash style program. You get like $150 worth of stuff. You get free shipping, and you just let it sit there until your pile of loot like gets up to like $150, and you hit ship for free. We got new classified figures pre-order with the Alpine, Storm Shadow, Iron Grenader, and Iron Grenader Bat.
I dig that Storm Shadow a lot. He's got a little bit more going on than I would like, but it looks like that whole, skirt tunic part is removable, which hopefully it is, because I would like him to look a little bit more like the classic figure where he didn't have that. But I still like it a lot. It looks good.
The classic figure did have the pouches.
He had the pouches, but he didn't have that like hip armor and that piece in the middle.
The samurai pieces.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why a ninja would have a samurai skirt.
Yeah, I don't know either. But other than that, I think it's a great looking figure. I mean, it's not bad with that. It just doesn't look like the classic one that like I have overall.
Hopefully there's deco underneath of it where you can take that off and it's not going to affect it.
I hope so. Yeah. If there's deco underneath it, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just, because I know that's all one plastic piece. I'm just going to cut those panels off and just have the belt.
It's a great piece. It's just
It looks awesome.
And we're finally getting alternate hands.
Yeah.
It's what they should have been doing a long time ago.
It's
and I still think I love the fact that we're getting window boxes back. Which...
That's a great lineup, dude. All of those figures look fantastic.
Yeah, I ordered 2 bats, 2 Iron Grenaders, because I already have an army of bats. It's like, well, these are going to be leader bats.
Yeah.
That gold. Plus, we got some accessories from the Arctic bat. I love that new head sculpt. The chainsaw hand. These look really good. Alpine is... I really like Alpine character. I think it's like one of the things where I've got memory of like what Alpine should look like. He looks off a little bit. I don't know what, like his head's too big and his torso's too short or something.
They'll definitely reissue him again.
That picture makes his head look too big. However, when he's got the cap and the glasses on, it looks a lot better.
It balances it out pretty much.
I don't know.
It's not bad when the gear's all on him, but I do see what
the thing is, too, I don't like removable hats and goggles. I'd rather have alternate portraits.
You rather would be like Valiverse, where we were talking about a month ago about how the glasses keep on falling off Sarge, and how you rather would have had an alternate hat with them sculpted on, right? The Valiverse Sarge?
I don't remember saying that, but if you want to.
Yeah, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Valiverse Sarge, where's... Let me find it.
Yeah, the Valiverse Sarge, where his glasses keep falling off.
Yeah. I didn't remember about the part about wanting an alternate hit.
Well, no, we were talking about it, how you mentioned that same thing.
When I made my custom Sarge, I used a head that actually has the glasses and hat part of the head.
Yeah.
Which I want alternate portraits. It's a nice gimmick to have removable hats and glasses, but I don't like it because you pose the figure, the hat comes off.
Yeah.
Especially his Sarge, but give us alternate portraits, because I found some like these really cool Carl Weathers heads. I'm going to actually, I made it. So Kit Bash kind of like a Dylan figure from Predator together with some leftover robot parts. And I found these really good Carl Weathers heads. I'm actually going to paint up and put on one, redo it. The 3 heads has a hat, one without a hat, one with a hat. So I printed both. So it works.
I don't even have the glasses anymore because they fell off at some point, and I don't know what happened to them. They're tiny.
I have a pair of glasses on my Rafferty. They actually, the hair holds it in place, so they don't go anywhere.
My Valiverse Sarge lost his glasses about a year ago. I don't know. He fell and hit the floor at some point, and then the glasses just disappeared. Now, I don't know.
I can tell you where they're at. I can tell you exactly where they're at.
They're in my vacuum is where they're at in the
They're under your cabinets. You got hardwood floor or carpet?
hardwood flours.
They're under your cabinet.
Yeah, but I sweep and vacuum in here so much they're gone, dude.
I've run into that so many times. With my buddy Brian, he dropped something under and he couldn't find it forever. I told him, I guarantee it's went underneath. Some stuff when they come off the shelf, they'll hit the ground and you think it's going to shoot this way, no, they go under.
I mean, maybe.
What Bobby?
Sizes are small enough they could have fit under there, but who knows? I'm not moving my shelves around to find out. He just.
But, I like outside. I just wish he had an alternate
glasses.
instead of just.
Well, what Bobby Bell should have done is he should have done like Hasbro did, make the hat soft good so you can press it down his head to hold the goggles.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The hat sucks. It's a hard plastic that if you just like blow on him, the hat falls off.
Remember when this came out, how Bobby bragged about like, oh, we're doing harder plastic. In way,
No, we're talking about Joe.
yeah, no, I'm talking about Ballaverse as well. I'm talking about both, but yeah, remember,
These things look so good. This is like the whole thing we're talking about. We want like more like World War II soldier type.
Yep.
Soldier
I
type thing.
actually thought about this. If you have the moderate Cobra Commander figure, paint that black and put it on that body. That'd be a really cool look.
Well, they're going to be doing another Cobra Commander. I mean, they're going to do multiple Cobra Commanders now.
We've got 1, 2, 3
Yeah, we just got that announcement. They're dropping the one from the
cartoon.
Yeah,
These are all up for pre-order right now. I've ordered them all. So
Yeah.
and this is the new.
yeah, that one there. The one that they're doing retro card of the one that came with the hiss.
The red
Yep. We got 2 renders. We got.
Saw Viper.
Am I insane? Real quick, am I insane? Didn't they drop like a render of Dial Tone? Yes. Okay, they did. Thank you. I couldn't remember, and I was looking for that picture earlier, and I couldn't find it. Okay, yeah.
And he looks good.
Yeah.
The render looks great. And the same picture we just had. We get down to the new reveals. I do like the new retro card at Stalker, the more toy accurate color scheme. I liked the original Stalker, but his color scheme is always like he's undersaturated. Like,
Remember when somebody was bitching last week? Why do they release Stalker first every time they do a new line?
Yeah, I didn't get the comment there. It's like, what?
They're like, well, yeah, then look at this. Yeah, this Stalker's one of the first ones to come out of this new retro card line.
I didn't get the original Stalker because, like Jared said, I know they were going to reissue.
No,
color.
after talking about the World War II figures, we got two companies doing World War II style like soldiers.
Yep.
We got
Which is
the
awesome.
Crimson Moon and Chacho Classified.
Yep. But I pre-ordered that. But I'm gonna pre-order this one.
I do like this color scheme. This will replace my main stock, the Stalker I have on the shelf right now. Because
The Stalker that's out now, I like having because of the fact that he's great for kit bashing.
It's very.
Yes.
For
100%.
Stalker, that's way better. That is just
I bought 2 more Stalkers because they're showing up at Ollie's for $5.
Yeah.
They're kit bashing.
The problem is with that original Stalker though is it's saturated colors.
Yes.
You know, but this right here, this will pop on your shelf, no doubt about it.
I love this camo pattern. It's perfect.
I'm pre-ordering 2 of them, so.
And I like that they finally fixed like the card backs for people who want to keep buy 2 of them, keep one on the card back.
Yeah.
Not the paper thin cards like the first couple waves.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I don't know why they didn't make them like Marvel Legends retro cards from the get go. It seems stupid, but they fixed it. They listened to the fans. That's what I like about the Joe team. They listen to us. They are a great bunch of people, and they're making good products.
They are.
And the Stalker's already a great mold, and we've got a better color scheme.
He's got a different torso though, right? Yeah, he's got a different torso.
No,
Yeah.
it's the same torso. It's just
The
color
arm
scheme.
legs and the crotch area are the same. The torso is different.
Yeah, the torso is
No,
different. He didn't have that collar on the original one. He's got a
Did he?
regular.
Did he?
I'm gonna look and see. Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was a new torso. Interesting.
No, he does. Yeah, it just doesn't pop the way that one does. So it,
Yeah,
it's
it's color. It's a desaturation.
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I
No, I
when I
thought the
looked
same
at
thing.
it, I was like,
That
you-
collar pops and I just never noticed it because he's
Yeah.
just kind of gray and
The green is almost gray. It's so undersaturated.
Well, it's like I said, the colors are saturated and it just blends all in together. It makes one whole color. That's why.
But definitely, I'm just about as excited for this one as the Cobra Commander because I already
The
got it.
only thing about this that I don't like that I wish they would do is since they're going with retro colors, I wish they would give him a younger face because this
Yeah.
head sculpt is like an older, like this is Stalker when he's like a fucking general or something.
I agree.
You know?
100% agree.
I wish
It'd
they
be
would
really good to have like an alternate portrait for that for the
Yeah.
do a younger fucker.
Yeah.
But you look at the card back, that's a younger man right there.
Mhm. And I get it, reuse, repaints, that's what we get, but at least we get better quality with these retro card backs. And great.
This is great for people who missed out on the first Cobra Trooper, which is they're been long gone from the stores. We're getting a classic Cobra Trooper, but with actually good gear, like no Nerf guns.
I'm gonna order me one of these to go with my army builders.
So I bought a bunch of them. I did give my Cobra Troopers, I bought those like a prototype Valverse gun packs when he's selling those. I painted all the weapons up and I gave them those.
This is arguably the best Cobra figure that exists.
Yes.
This is the one, if you're going to army build, this is the best one to army build.
Yep.
This is the classic Cobra figure. It's a great sculpt, great paint. Now it's coming with good weapons. This is the image people think of outside of Cobra Commander when they think of Cobra, is that dude right there.
I think that's Stalker's gear too.
It is.
Different guns, but Stalker's gear.
And it works. It works. And also, if you paint, it's missing a little red, but if you add just a little bit more red to that figure, you'll get a cartoon accurate Cobra Trooper.
I think it's perfect as is. It's like
it is. I was just pointing out that little.
The first release ones have a little more color to them too.
They were dark, very muted colors. The first release troopers, I know, and they go high in the aftermarket.
They're not that undersaturated from this one. They're still good. This is a little more vibrant blue, but this is the show stealer. That chrome on the faceplate,
perfect.
Yes, and I like the new forearms for the long gloves.
Yeah.
I just hope they fix the shoulder sockets because he's got that thing where he can't put his arms down because the shoulders sit in too far. But this looks fantastic.
I'm ordering 2 of these, no doubt.
Oh, I'm sure there's supposed to be one in the pipeline at Kaku.
Well, I was actually thinking people were hoping that the Cobra Commander would come with a hood, but hey, Big Bad, that company.
Well, this won't be the last Cobra Commander we get to, though.
Yes, actually, I was going to say that line we looked at with the wolves and the hood, they're actually doing a tier where they're doing a hooded figure with 3 hoods, and if you paint it blue and put the Cobra decal there, it'll work for this Cobra Commander body. Or
I'm still waiting. I mean, I want the hooded Cobra Commander too, but I'm still.
If you want to go through that, you're going to have to. If you wait on the Crimson Moon Cobra Commander,
yeah, you're going to be waiting a long time.
5 years probably.
No, the one I want is I want Cobra's armor. I want the Cobra armor.
I do too. I want that one too.
That's the one I want the most.
I mean, this is the Cobra Commander look I grew up with, so I'm not complaining.
I like the changes. I wish his blue was a little more saturated, but other than that, it's great.
Okay, somebody pointed this out in the stream. Do you think he looks proportioned, like very odd proportion, weird, like very wise, like on that last photo? Not the one where he's beside the card back, but like the one beforehand?
He's fine. He's using the same body as the other retro card.
Okay, because some people point out the live stream of that saying, "Oh, he looks disproportionate." So,
No, it's the same. It's the same body as they used before. It's just different forearms.
Okay. But he looks great. Definitely order 2 of these.
Hopefully the knife sheath straps are a little softer. They're not too hard on the when it came with his tank, and you really got to heat them up to get slide up the leg before it stay up.
Yeah. And I will say this: I know what Hasbro's doing with this line. We maybe get one or two, in a wave, we get one or two cartoon version of characters, and then we always get a vintage style figure.
This 2-pack of is going to be a Pulse exclusive.
Low Light and Spirit Iron.
I couldn't care less about this.
Ask on me. It's like Low Light. I've loved his original the original figures. One of my favorite figures as a toy and as a kid. But I like his original cartoon. The only Night Force figure I'm interested in is Sarge.
Yeah.
Mainly because he comes in a window box. That's what I wanted in the first place with Sarge. And he comes with a lot of good gear too. He gets the soft goods, got a bag. He's got the weights that come with big boa, the boxing gloves. He's got more hand options even from the first release.
Yep. Actually, Sarge, the original.
And he actually has sleeping hands now too, which I gave mine sleeping hands.
But actually, Sarge, when Hasbro showed him the original packaging, and in that packaging, he didn't have the goggles or the hat on. So
he also didn't have the paint deco on the knees and on the pouches on the side, which made this green and two-tone green look weird.
Yes, and Sarge didn't approve of that packaging look, so they went back and changed it. And now when you get him in box, he's going to have the goggles and the campaign hat on.
They even updated the little minifigure to be Mad Marauders.
They did. But, so they did get some versions.
Oh, he's beating a trooper with the figure.
Yeah, that's funny. So, someone, Jen's asking, what's with all the blue? Someone story of the Marauders to him? A short story?
This is not Night Force, this is Marauders.
It's Night Force. Oh, okay. I thought it was Night Force.
No, this is Slaughter's Marauders.
Oh, okay.
Which they renamed Mad Marauders for the classified.
Yes. I guess try not to turn some heads, so.
Now I want the Melloway colors on a retro card. That is my dream Sarge figure. I want the Melloway on the retro card.
What did the Melloway look like again? Because I know there were a few.
It was the same sculpt. He had the stripes down the pants, and he had the
USA on the shirt and the green shirt
USA on the shirt.
So it was the green shirt that had USA on the front.
Yeah.
I know Mattel did that as an Ultimate Edition 2 years ago.
So that was the SDC exclusive. They snuck it in. They just didn't put they had everything on there except for they didn't say G.I. Joe and leg.
Yeah,
it was straight up the G.I. Joe figure, but
yeah, Mattel did it was a Coliseum collection Ultimate Edition Sarge Slaughter, and it had that outfit that you're talking about, the mail away.
And that's going to be on Amazon on the 18th. And here we go. We all knew it was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Steam.
Well, it was in one of the photos that had gotten leaked out.
Yeah. And so that's why this you can adjust the hitch to go from his tank to a Vamp or a Stinger. So you got double missiles on the truck and a tow behind missile pod. We lost JV. Where'd he go?
Oh, damn it. He disappeared.
And he didn't even show a McFarlane figure.
No, I'm back. I was putting the Sarge figures back up. Sorry. Okay, you were saying?
Another toy thiever was talking about, I wonder what the price is going to be since the first one was exclusive to Pulse. It's more limited. It's going to be $100.
Oh,
they're not going to change the price.
Hold on, let me answer this question. Sarge. He will mainly be on Amazon, but he also will be he's supposed to be a fan channel exclusive. Sarge is, if I'm correct, but I think he's Amazon.
It's mainly Amazon and select retailers.
Okay.
Like fan retailers, including
now the Spirit Iron Knife and Low Light are Hasbro Pulse exclusive.
Yeah.
They are, but not.
But they made some differences too on this towards the Vamp. They got some different accessories, different light bar. They don't have the light bar on front. It
is beautiful.
This is the Vamp. The Vamp. But I like it. It looks good. I like to fold up doors. Everybody's making them. I'm glad everybody's got those kits and sold all those kits and put doors and stuff on their vamps. And I think people actually turn their vamps into stingers. Like, you know, it's coming.
Yeah, Jen, I could see the Blue Sarge will probably not only be on Kids Wish or that website, but also I could see him go to all these like the original Sarge did. Because that original Sergeant Slaughter from Hasbro,
well, here's the thing, though. The reason that the original Sergeant Slaughter ended up going to Ollie's and all those other places, because they made ass tons of them, over anticipating how many people were going to buy.
Well,
because it was Sergeant Slaughter. Like, I get why they made a ton of them.
Yeah.
But they learned, and this is going to be a less desirable version of Sergeant Slaughter. So,
and there's already things going on right now too. They're not producing as many figures that you were.
Yeah. So I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they learned with the first Sergeant Slaughter that he's popular, but he's not as popular as we thought.
What was weird too, though, when it showed up at Ollie's, it had sold out. Sarge had sold out at all the online retailers.
Yes.
They didn't just start mysteriously just showing up at Ollie's.
Oh, I know. There was like 4.
There were no online retailers had them available.
Yeah.
And it just started showing up at Ollie's.
Yeah.
It's like Walmart had like a stack of them and never sold them, and just like, well, let's send these over to Ollie's.
Yeah, because my local Ollie's, they had like 5 or 6 boxes of Sergeant Slaughter out.
I sent one to Matt, and I sent one to Custom Cannon, her friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I send stuff to my friends.
Actually, I like Jen.
I send Matt all the time. Hey, you need this?
Yeah.
I like Jen's comment right here. He said probably would have sold better if the box had a window. Probably.
Yeah, I think that hurt the sales on the figure too. I was going to buy 3 when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Then as soon as they said don't have a window, because I wanted to go get something signed. And as soon as they said it don't have a window, I was like, I'm not going to have them sign something like that. So might as well just go sign a picture.
I just ordered 1 Sarge. I didn't order another one. Because if there's no window, what's the point of buying it?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's no window. What's the point of buying the extra one to get signed? There's no point.
Unless you're a customizer and you make your own and you customize the box to have its own window, fine. But I wouldn't go through that hassle. So
this is the first leaked image of the Transforming Bumblebee Lego cassette.
$100 probably.
It's Lego, so it's going to be expensive. I have no idea there's no pricing on anything right now. It's just the first leaked picture.
How much was the Optimus Prime Lego set?
No clue.
No clue. You're a Transformer expert, Jared.
I don't buy Lego.
Oh, okay.
Lego too expensive, man. Way too expensive.
I don't get this, man. There's a third-party company making a masterpiece Mudflap, one of those racist figures from the second Transformers movie, the Fallen. They disappeared. They survived the movie, but they didn't make it to the next movie because everybody complained about they're like racist stereotypes. And some companies said, like, "Hey, let's make masterpiece figures of those."
Well, it's kind of like it's like Jar Jar, right?
Yeah.
Like at the time, like nobody gave a crap about Jar Jar, but as time has gone on, Jar Jar's kind of become like when they didn't make him for a really long time. People are like, "Hey, we need Jar Jar." Like, what the hell? Like, because we've kind of moved past that initial "Oh God, I hate him" phase.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. People will buy it.
They're supposed to wrap up the work on the Transformers 1 movie in July, which seems awful odd. Like, the movie comes out this year, they're still not finished with it. Like, you think they would be done with the rendering and voice acting and everything on that, unless they had to redo some
stuff. Got the freaking trailer, so I mean,
yeah. Well, that's kind of odd, but now we got the movie masterpiece Brawl in hand pictures. Looks nice. I just don't collect the movie masterpiece stuff, the live action stuff. I got one Prime up here, like the first version of Prime as a masterpiece. That's legacy poster. We got the Earth Sun. This I think this was a rejected poster they did.
I'm back. Wife called me. Jar Jar wasn't a Sith Lord. Yes, he was. He was a Sith Lord in disguise. What are you talking about?
Well, he said wasn't Jar Jar a Sith Lord? Yeah.
Yes, he was. In this apparently original script.
These are those like they're like the YOLO part, but they're called Blokies. That they're more like super deformed, like character like Chibi style. Which they're kind of cool. They're more closer to in lines to what Action Masters were. They got different sizes. They look really cool.
Jen said, can't get over them making a masterpiece, that shelf warmer bra.
Yeah. Well, this is Wave 4, which is good. What's cool is when they do the Dinobots, because the people know, these don't transform. People want both modes on the Dinobots. They want the robot and the beast mode. So, then both. That's a comic book character, Tarn there. Jada Toys is doing more like vehicles, like vehicle models. They've got a 1/32 scale Jazz. These don't transform, but they look nice. Which 1/32 scale is actually basically the size of the original Transformer vehicles.
And I get it. Their cars do really, really well, Jada Toys is, but I guarantee you if they cut it back, some of their toy lines like cars and stuff, we could be getting more like.
Oh, this is their bread and butter. They'll never cut back the diecast.
Oh, I know.
Diecast, much we like action figures, diecast outsells action figures of 100 to 1.
That's true.
That is one of the biggest selling toys out there to this day.
What they should be doing is Jada should be doing like Hasbro does and get multiple teams to work on different lines and try to release them all at a good time.
Well, the action figure thing was a test.
Yeah, they're building that right now, I'm sure. So
yeah, we get the first in-hand look of the new Optimus Prime that they don't transform. This is not the non-transformer one, just the truck and trailer, which looks great. And it's for $10.
It looks great, but keyword Transformer. It's supposed to transform.
No, it don't need to transform.
Yes,
I am one of the biggest Transformer fans ever, and I will tell you, I don't care if it doesn't transform.
Okay.
It's just pretty awesome.
when does that release?
It looks like it's good. This is in hand. I don't know when it's supposed to come out.
Usually, if in hand images come out, don't be surprised if it comes out sometime early to mid next month or late this.
Hot Wheels is pretty fast getting their stuff out.
Yeah.
I got 2 of these on order from Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
It's like
Diecast does keep Jada Toys lights on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they will never stop diecast. The Jada Toys, I could almost see them like actually starting a new division within, like almost like a subsidiary of Jada Toys of being action figures.
They should, because if they did, they could get more like Street Fighter and other toy line productions out a lot faster.
Yeah, it's just an experiment right now. They're going to, and it's done well.
Yes.
Well enough where they showed some pictures of the newest wave coming in. It's more figures like Cammy and Guile, and they showed the Cyberpunk figures. So yes.
I do think if they get one or two more lines, like if they do Mortal Kombat, and if they do like some movie lines, unlike Todd McFarlane, who loves to do statues of movie figures, if Jada Toys actually made movie figures that articulate, I guarantee you they would sell.
This is a Jada Toys like big scale Optimus Prime vehicle. I got this.
Mm-hmm.
So, just real quick, Entertainment Earth has that Optimus Prime listed as coming out in October.
Okay.
And they've got it for $5.99.
That Optimus?
Pre-order. Yeah. $5.99 on Entertainment Earth.
Get it while you can.
$9.99 on Big Bad Toy Store. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
$4 difference. This is the Studio Series Gamer Edition, like for the troop builders, the Decepticon soldiers, which looks great. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great game too. We're getting recolor, like the Diaclone recolors of Masterpiece Hoist and Ironhide, but as in Ticket and Guard.
Yes, yes, Jen. Entertainment Earth always does usually get their stuff in late before everybody else does.
But I got the Masterpiece Ironhide, but I didn't buy that Masterpiece Hoist. A few years ago, I would have been probably all over this stuff because I like the ideal of Diaclone color scheme. Really, it's just because that's the origin of Transformers. Diaclone, those Japanese anime, the stop motion like commercials are awesome.
So you'd have been all over it like JB on Plastic Man?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I just like the throwback. I got several like repaints of Diaclone Masterpiece stuff, but
He lives. He lives.
So what little role play games are you playing with Plastic Man tonight?
I ain't doing no.
Who else's decals are you going to rub off?
You just
he's got a cone there.
you just say his name, he appears.
This is along the lines of the Decepticon 3-pack. We saw like little tiny pictures last week, I think. They actually got clear pictures of it now. I like this Prime.
It looks very good.
The Jazz looks good. I know this is not a G1 character, but I like his alt mode's Teletran 1. So it looks really good. If you buy the set, no one would never have like the mainframe in his robot mode. They'd have him as Teletran. Nope. They still got the door numbers on the Jazz Rome. It's number 14 instead of 4. Because they can't make it Martini Porsche.
Oh,
I bought the Toy Hats decal set for my Studio Series Jazz. I need to put it on it.
I was going to say, by the way, news came out just before we started. GameStop is reissuing, or Hasbro is reissuing the Professor Xavier with his yellow chair. They reissued.
I saw that.
Yeah, they're reissuing that deluxe set. It should still be available on GameStop for everybody who wants to get it. It's like $46.
I saw it for $36.99. I think it was $36.99. Yeah.
I think it might have been. It might have been 40. I think. I could
I don't know if you've seen this here. This 3-0 Power Armor. It is nice. It's 1/6 scale. I don't collect that, but dang, they like that thing. $430.
That's cool looking, but good lord.
If it was 6-inch, I probably would buy it. If it was 6-inch,
$400.
Do you exclusively go for just 6-inch? That's what you like. That fits you well.
6 or 7 inches. Close.
You can take up to 7 inches. Okay.
Get your heads up.
You don't like 12-inch, huh?
Get your heads out of the gutters.
No, he's not a size queen. Okay, come on.
I'm just.
It does look cool, but yeah.
If it was 6 or 7 inches, the cost would be less.
Oh, so you're just cheap. So you go for the.
No.
That's what it is.
We got version 2.5 of the Robotech Deadpools.
Yeah, everybody's getting on that Deadpool money before the movie comes out.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
So, go for it.
No,
Money.
let's do it after the movie, like when nobody cares. A lot of accessories.
That's something I got. I forgot about this.
Huh. I've only got Deathstroke. I mean, the Spider-Mans I've heard are nice, especially the Mark IV, but. Could always go to Big Bad Toy Store and find some stuff.
I did pick these up this week.
Oh, nice.
So I got these this week. I mean, they're reissues. Like this is the same Deadpool we've gotten before, just in a brighter red. Although he does have deagles that actually fit in the holsters instead of are glued in, which is nice. The Wolverine's probably a little bit more of an upgrade, but then also a downgrade at the same time. He actually comes with a new, in my opinion, better head sculpt.
He comes with the head sculpt that came with the jacket.
The head's not.
It's a better head sculpt. he doesn't come with the bone claws, which is a downgrade, and he doesn't come with the wash on the jeans, which is a downgrade. But I like this head sculpt a lot better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a wash as far as whether or not it's cool. The only issue with the Deadpool, which like I said is definitely an upgrade, is that if anybody has this figure, which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, he's kind of small.
He is,
especially next to Logan. Like, I know I've got him all crouched right now, but like, this is supposed to be Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is actually taller than Hugh Jackman, and this figure is not taller than this Hugh Jackman figure.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I just got mine not too long ago from.
But they're both good figures. I'm glad I got them. I like them both. They're great. If you can pick them up, the Deadpool is definitely an upgrade from the last one. The Logan is, kind of like if you have the last Logan, you don't need to get this one.
Well, they reissued that Logan because to buy that figure now, the Amazon one, you got to pay at least $100 or so.
No, I mean I know why they released it, because the movie's coming out and it's a good sculpt and all that kind of stuff. I'm just saying it's not necessary. If you already have the other one, it's not necessarily an upgrade. Whereas the Deadpool, I think, is an upgrade. I think this is better than the last release.
It is. It definitely is.
So, but the Logan is like, if you already have the other one, you don't need to get this one. You know what I mean?
I'm probably going to get that one because I've only got the one with the jacket.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't have this version of him, if you just got the one with the jacket, this is definitely worth getting. It's a great figure.
Yeah.
It just, I like I said, I wish he came with the bone claws. That would have been cool. And then the previous figure, they did a really nice wash to the jeans, which looked good. It was like extra paint, which is nice when Hasbro does that. You know? So.
Oh, the Loose Collector, I don't know if we looked at this before or not. They got the teaser for their next Crypt figure. It's going to be a Frankenstein.
I'll tell you the one thing, Matt, they should have done with the new release of the Deadpool when they reissued it. They should have given him pinless legs.
I don't give a crap about pins. People make such a big deal about pins. I don't care.
Well,
it does not bother me at all if there are pins.
I don't care if you got pins or don't have pins, but I can see where people are coming from with pins because, as you know, over time, pins do tend to dry up or ruin, and then the figure just falls apart.
No, that's not true.
Oh, it's not true.
Pins are hard plastic. They don't tear. They don't dry up and break.
Yeah, and even if it were true, which it's not, how is that any worse than permanent pieces of pin that are attached to the figure that would do the same thing?
They have more QC issues.
Can't be replaced. You can replace the pins on these knees if you ever need to. You won't, but if you ever do, you can. And the figure is still good. You can't replace the pinless stuff. You're just screwed. Your figure's screwed. If something happens
they have
to
more QC issues with pinless joints too.
Yeah, if something happens to one of the joints on the pinless stuff, your figure's ruined.
Yes.
They opened up a Bandai America store in New Jersey, which jealous for them. This.
Well, I didn't know if it was true or not, so thanks for clearing up for me, guys.
Lots of cool stuff at the Bandai America store, which it's in New Jersey, so I'll never go there. So. No offense to anybody in New Jersey. I'm just not traveling to New Jersey. They have a lot of cool conventions in Jersey, too.
We should read the comment section. We've kind of stirred some heads with the whole pinless thing.
Roman Toys has got the orange, Tiger Orange in production right now, so hopefully they get these pumped out by the end of the month. And I want to get my cars.
I will agree with Jen on this comment that pinless legs do make a big difference, especially with figures like silhouettes like Spider-Man and many others. I do agree with that.
The only time to me pins make a difference is if you have a figure that on one side of the arm or leg is one color and on the other side it's a different color, and then the pin on one side or the other is going to stand out because the pin can only be one color.
Yeah.
That's the only time I care. And even then, I don't care enough.
And if they would choose the color properly for the pins, it wouldn't even matter for that.
Yeah.
If they want to be Spider-Man, just make the pins blue. A little bit of blue poking out here, I don't care as much as a big giant red pin over here.
Well,
because the pins are bigger on the inside, smaller on the outside.
Well, if it's a blue pen too, they could just repaint the outside pen. They could just
They
repaint.
don't even have to paint it though, because it's just a tiny little way their pins are. Pinholes are. They're tiny. They're like super tiny, so they wouldn't even be seen.
That's true.
We got some better pictures of the amazing Yamaguchi figure we looked at last week. Very articulated figure and works. Why are the pictures not working?
Because I was say it's like Sarge. They made his legs pinless, but made his arms have pins.
Well, they made the legs after the arms.
Yes.
That using Roblox arms and
yeah, and his torso for the Sarge. Yeah.
As soon as I saw they made the Amazon roadblock, I knew they were going to make a Sarge. I made a Sarge out of it first. I beat them to it.
Pinless legs.
This figure worked great as the Yamaguchi figure. It's very articulated. She's a very agile character, so it works great for her. And she actually looks good in vanilla poses. I don't do 1/6 scale, but man, they did a good job on this cartoon.
I saw that. That's dude. That Henry Cavill head sculpt is freaking amazing.
And these are unofficial.
These are 12 inches, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's out of your price range.
Yeah.
They look fantastic.
If these were 6 or 7 inches, everybody would be buying them.
Let's see if we can find that
the hooded one. Yeah, I couldn't find a picture of the hooded one, man. I don't know what happened to it. I sent you that picture. That's the only one I could find.
You posted on Toy Tubers.
Yeah.
It should be there somewhere.
It's on Toy Tubers if anybody wants to look at it, but it's basically it's a
try that maybe, yeah. Check Toy Tubers.
There it is.
There, yeah.
And you got three hooded heads. You got the black and red, the red, and the reverse red and black.
So if you want to customize one, y'all can. There you go. Or if
and we got good pictures. This should be releasing soon.
Is that the Muff Toys?
Yes.
No, this is not the Muff Toys. No. This is the Pop Mart Gong Studios Kingdom Come. They're doing the
Shazam.
No, his name's Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Captain Marvel. It's from Kingdom Come. It's before they changed his name to Shazam. He will forever be Captain Marvel for old timers like Matt and I. But this looks.
It's okay to have 2 Captain Marvels. It's all right. We understand there are 2 Captain Marvels.
This looks good. The trunks looks a little weird, but the rest of the figure looks good. And I got the Superman on pre-order. I'm probably going to get Shazam now too. You got me to do it now too. It's Captain Marvel.
But yes, I agree. He is Captain Marvel. No matter what people tell you, I agree.
But I think the Captain Marvel looks better than the Superman.
It does. Yes, I agree.
And he looks great.
Now this makes me wonder if they're doing Superman and they're doing Captain Marvel, they're bound to do the rest of the cast.
I got some more of those figures that people like get worked up over about the naked girls with the bare feet.
Oh no, bare feet.
Bare feet. Oh no! Look, there's the feet.
Max, look away.
No,
even though they're selling the naked figure for $50, so the people are like, "Oh my gosh, why? How dare you sell a feet kit for it?"
People, who cares about feet? It's just plastic feet.
You're just perverts. You want feet.
Yes.
It's a naked figure.
All you sickos there.
You're complaining about bare feet on a naked figure.
You want bare feet? Here, let me see if I got. You want bare feet?
No, we don't want that.
No. Let me see your bare feet. All right, it is actually time for me.
Look, bare feet, people.
To move on.
Feet. Woo! There you go.
We got we looked at before, and I think that is all I have.
All right.
And
Matt's got to
Oh,
go.
and I also got my Icarus.
Nice.
More regal look for him for his head sculpt.
Yep.
Anyway. Good times, people. Good times.
yes, peeling shit is a bitch to work with. Very much so.
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Yep. Well, that's our show for the night, and thank you guys, everybody coming out hanging with us tonight. And are we doing a toy chat tomorrow? I mean, not a toy chat, the geek chat tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes. Tomorrow night we're doing. Get yourself ready because tomorrow night we're doing two things. One, I'm going to give my pitch for the next X-Men movie.
Okay.
I think I have a good pitch for the next X-Men movie. And two, I'm working on, and I want everybody to work on who they would cast in the new X-Men movies that we're going to be getting. All new actors, can't be any of the same actors that have been these characters before.
So you're going to say your pitch of an X-Men movie, and we got to pick out a fan cast.
Yeah, we're going to fan cast X-Men.
Do we need to do the main
Well,
character?
So let's work out the details offline. Matt's got to go to another show.
Okay. I was just asking.
No, I'll give you the list real quick. I can be a little bit late. So far, the characters I came up with: Kitty Pryde, Rogue, Magneto, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, Beast, Professor X, Wolverine, Colossus, Gambit, Bishop, Cable, Storm, and Nightcrawler.
I didn't just send it to Ron.
It's all the main X-Men. It's like the main 12 or 14 X-Men, whatever. Anyway.
I cast Keiko as everybody.
Yes, Keiko is everyone. All right. We'll do that tomorrow night, though. We're gonna do that tomorrow night. Anyway,
We'll catch y'all next time.
later, guys.
Ninja vanish.